Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all good. Happy Sunday and greetings to you all. It's about TNT. It's about TNT. It's with TNT. My name is Minister Derek, and today is all about. This is the pre-Valentine special on TNT, and we want to spice it up a little bit for you today. So, yes, probably having our guest later will come. We will also have our roster, the person to be doing the special request for um, tea. So before we get started, just a short thing, probably also just go on Sunday. Hope you all good. This is TNT. Introduce Minister P. All right, so we about to get it started. Follow us every Sunday, 7 p.m. on the dot. It's TNT. If you follow up, you're gonna know what it's gonna be and what you're gonna see. Alright? Alright. So we're talking about blacks abroad and our challenges. So Africans abroad and our challenges. If we go through this, we see just educated and also learning, you can be a help to us. With your advice and the things you know, with your experience and what you saw, and what you're reaping now is what you get. And that will help the next generation. Be real, honest, and true. Don't say it was the perception. It's all about TNT truth. Hey, it's nothing but the truth. We are all blessed. Sit back, relax, listen cool. Enjoy the sound, enjoy the topics and discussion. And if you have some, drop it below in the comments. You gotta follow up and share and comment and advice and all that. You make a better future. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. This is our new long intro to the sound industry. We can move to the intro and Valentine to the start. And I just want to say a big thank you for doing this, for growing up. So it's all about you today. And I want to shout out to people. I just want to know what the people just want to follow up. You will find out. So starting with Adoma, Ohima, Newcastle, those are about the P, the African history, wonderful cooks, Amata, and yes, whatever you eat, you are passionate with it. And we just move on to Cali food. Cali food is all about the food. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, it's all about it's all about the African taste, the kind of food and everything. The nice, beautiful packaging without you even, eating that food or even tasting it. Say, everything, I mean, everything. One special food, you guys, of all totally. Yes, we move on to African, all African things we're looking for, vegan, African food, African food, even African books, African movies are there. Everything about food, to follow up with that, so we have to fashion, so how to pass culture, culture, do other, this, well, control goes really to one of the platform that it goes to people who up. Yes, then also with all the way, how you come up with that, thing. So, we have uh, and I think I know something like so I'm the we we make Ruslav. Then I think I'm having okay, that's great. Then album coming out that is Adra Ruslav, and your line is cutting. It's not clear. Is it clear now? I don't hear you clearly, but I like your smile though. Chai. Now I understand how deaf people feel the way I am curious to hear what is going on, but I don't hear. Hey, your line is not clear. Let me see you, please. Help me out. Is it clear now? Is it better? We can hear now. Okay, good. We can hear now. Sorry, so all those things I said, Makasegu. Hi, Chineke, me. Yes, your line is not clear, and then we can't hear anything. And now we can hear now. So, can you still hear me? Oh, so all those likes were just because you saw my face. Thank you very much. And you were not hearing anything. Well, I'm grateful for that. And yes, I can hear you now. Thank you very much. Very grateful for your time. Sunshine, the rain is behind the studio saying, your line is not clear. Come and amplify my voice more. I will see you will not come. You are shining in the house and the rain is somewhere else. You understand? So yes, please, I got here. So let's keep it moving. Rosie, I hope you are preparing to come. Stella, I hope you are preparing to come. And Constance as well. Today it be like for the beginning there, they are leaving me here alone. No? So why man no go marry 2, 3, 4? So that if sister leave you, wife is there. If wife leave you, part two is there. You understand? This is how it goes. So it is all about love today. And let's quickly go into it. Like I said, it's a pre-Valentine special, and so it's all about Valentine. When it comes here, people will be like, "You have to buy me gifts." Nowadays, even people get into relationships so that they can get something on Val's Day, and immediately after that Valentine thing, you wouldn't see that lady in your life anymore. And some break up because of Val's Day. And, some weeks before Val's Day, some nyama nyama fight will pop up, and the guy will be like, "Go your way." Then, 2 weeks after that, but yeah, I'm sorry, it wasn't me, it was the devil. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak, and you're by the sugar in my cocoa and all the happy lollipops. Just because of Valentine. Now, me, if I'm a woman, I go bore off the whole year. You don't feel break up with me. You they do some small juicy, and then Valentine won't leave me. Why not give me Valentine for the whole year? Well, let's read. It says that why do we celebrate Valentine? If you go on Google, you'll find it too. While the true origin of the holiday remains vague, it says that the day originated as a Christian feast day honoring the early Christian matri named Santa. Is it Saint? No, Saint Valentine. Sorry, the feast of Saint Valentine was established by Pope Gelasius. Yeah, in AD, that is after the death, right? 496. And then it says that, so why do we really celebrate Valentine? It says that Americans celebrate Valentine's Day each year on February 14 by sending cards or letters. You understand? Sending cards or letters. So say when somebody is celebrating Valentine, wants the partner to buy Lamborghini, whatever. Card is not enough. Flowers are not enough. And it's just the business of an industry. You understand? Giving gifts such as chocolate and flowers and having meals in restaurant. Many adults see Valentine's Day as an occasion to offer expensive gifts such as jewelries to their sweethearts. Hmm. You will see many on the platform saying, chill, chill, chill. The whole year, you didn't buy me any gift. You didn't buy me any card, no jewelry. And then on Valentine, you want to prove, say, now you be the Oga. So, wait till we for do you. Hmm. Yeah, say more. Wait till I go give to wife. Yeah, what do you all think about that? What do you all think about that? I mean, it is good to gift out, but why is it that just that particular day, everybody wants to give something just to show their love to you? So my question therefore states that before then, where was the love? Before then, where was the love? Well, I think one of my aunties also said something that says that, let me quickly go through. And I actually love that so much. I love that so much. If I find it, I'll just let you know. If not, then I'll just write my own together, and then we just move on. We just move on. So just give me a short minute, and then I'll just bring it up here. Okay, I think this is not it. Well, no problem. So what she will add, there we go. She says that real love is not based on romance, candlelight dinner, and walk along the beach. It is based on respect and compromise. Okay, respect, compromise, and trust. You see? So that is real love. And real love is something that is supposed to be all the time when you are in a relationship, not just on one day where you think that it is a special day. So the whole year has not been a special year for you. You have not set aside your own special Kwenku's Day, Derek's Day to, surprise and make your queen, your wife, your partner feel good. But it is only once in a year. You see, and these are the things that we have accepted, we have adopted, and we have loved it so much that at the end of the day, everything in the relationship, the marriage itself, or the partnership itself, Gemma will say is a God. They have been moving on, waking up, going to work, coming back, doing whatever, and that 24 hours a day, and then for the whole week, 7 days a week. And it gets to a point you get used to your partner. You can even close your eyes and then definitely say that, oh, I believe that immediately he comes home or she comes home, she's going to pass the left side, quickly take a shower, lie down, rest, get some food. Maybe he or she is already hungry because work might have been so tough or whatever, kindergarten, the kids, whatever. Like you are really used to your partner in that manner that every step is normal for you. It even goes in as far as, even saying I love you, I care about you, you look good. It's normal. You normally wear all these good things or this trash thing, whatever. So why should I say it? When you're going out, it is hardly, to see that the couples are holding hands or, saying something lovely. It's all about discussion. What are we doing tomorrow? The business in Ghana, and they're building the house, they're doing the. So everything becomes a little bit boring. It becomes a little bit, it almost looks like one of the parties happens to be ungrateful, right? But it's getting used to something. You don't also wake up in the morning, every morning, and be like, whoa, I love you, which you're supposed to do to feel good, counting values. You understand? So that is what we want to talk about, or at least our dear sister Constance suggested. Let's bring the vibe back. So I'm still waiting for the panelists to join, but let me read what Adra Roselove is saying. It's the peer pressure and competition because, as far as women, we don't want our friends to, flaunt over their boyfriends, and you will be sitting there looking at them like a TV. So everybody wants to go out there and be like, "Hey guys, this is what my boo boo," and then they use all this kind of name, my boo, my bae. It's no more baby, so that's bae. All these things, what they gave to me, and it's nice, and this flashy thing, and you'll be sitting there, be like, Kwesi de wa mami bio. Then you will start, the last time, the last time. So that is not what we are about. That is not how it's supposed to go. But every day is supposed to be a feast. Well, if anybody is out there, please just ask me to share you the link. Come in and tell us something about your vibe, because it's getting a little bit one way here. Let me see. So it says that bringing back the vibe in your relationship when couples become used to each other. So I would have loved to ask, like, what are some of the things, if you're on, just giving me a comment, what are some of the things that makes couples get used to each other? I mean, of course, you're living under one roof. You're living under one roof, and the things you see is a daily based thing. So of course you will get used to your partner. But when do we really be like, we have gotten used to each other, so there's nothing special about what you do in a day. There's nothing extravagant about what you do in a day. So, media jame, the love life is boring. It's normal. We are used to it. There's no difference. The duty things, because nowadays, as we say, bɛrima no a ɛbɛn, ɔbaa nso no a ɛbɛn. When a woman cooks is good and the man cooks is also good. So what can you do to, spice up your relationship or give it a vibe? We'll make it very short today. I think Rosie is on. Yes, let me quickly add Rosie so that we will have a conversation.
Hello. I'm
No,
late. I'm so sorry.
it's okay. At least, what do we say? We are in the black community and we are treating black abroad in the challenges. So
Yes.
pray that with time in 2020, some of these challenges and characters will change. That is
Yes.
for this year. So welcome to the platform.
Thank you.
I would like to give this broad introduction, but we are keeping it going. And yes, let me go straight to the point. It's all about Valentine or pre-Valentine discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yes. So in a relationship, when do you say that we have gotten used to each other?
When everything seems to become like a normal thing, becomes like house chores. It becomes like house chores. You do it daily because you're used to doing, or you have to do it. That is when things actually become boring, or you get used to each other because nothing seems special. nothing seems special anymore. So I see it to be in that way, that when things come to become like normal or getting used to each other, is not seeing the specialty in what you're doing and how you're doing it.
Or like you become so used to your partner or to your husband, your wife, in the sense that it goes as far as when things are moving, they just move around. Let me put it this way: if your partner is supposed to walk naked in front of you, what have we not seen? Oh yeah, move on. We will be kissing you on the neck. Let me cook my food. Oh, I have something on the PC.
Mm-hmm.
To me, let me put it this way: I think that relationships are supposed to be pepped up like day in, day out, right? I mean, I'm not saying every day try the doggy style tomorrow in the car or anything. At the end of the day, when we hear relationship, it boils up to that. And in Ghana, for example, when it comes to Valentine's Day, that is where people are getting other kids, other people's children pregnant and all this stuff. So the Valentine's Day is no more about the gift; it's about what I can give you to get what. You understand? So it is not about just having this style, doing this, going to. If you don't take or you don't take care of your relationship, how does it look like?
It looks boring. It looks like a daily thing, you know. That is when you see like our elderly people, or like our mothers and fathers. It will be more of like, okay, they'll be walking. There's no conversation. They'll just be walking, if you are lucky, beside each other. Because you usually, yeah, it's Tishlem. Because you know, if you're not lucky, you just get to see them. The man is at the front and the woman is at the back, or um the other way around.
Mm.
That is when you get to know that, hey, this marriage or relationship has become a daily thing. It has become boring and just normal.
So do we see such relationships within the youth? Because now, as we can see, the youths are getting married very fast due to a certain kind of perception, certain kind of expectations, or what they see. And as you mentioned, peer pressure happens to be one of these reasons. Most youths are running into it, and without thinking of what will come after, how do I handle it? They are not even ready in the sense of probably parents have not really taught them how marriage life goes. So, do you think that in this generation, where all women can do what men does, and what the other way around, and bring to the table what you bring to the table and all this stuff, but at the end of the day, they know all the styles, they understand what is the clitoris, what is blah blah blah. So, do you think there can be a boring relationship between young couples?
Of course, definitely, because you know we have these, you know, everything that we had in our parents, these boring characters and all that, is the same thing that we also have in this our generations. Because these boring people, mothers or fathers, are the ones that raise their children. So
Mhm.
meaning they will like give it back to their children, or give it over to their children, that they'll adapt it. And you know, even I know even young people that see like blowjob to be like a sin, because you know blowjob is something you use your mouth to preach with. Your mouth is something you use to preach with, and then you're doing blowjob with it, you know. And maybe you have a partner that desires it, that wants it, that wants to try like crazy stuff. And you, as the young person, as the partner, you'll not be giving it, because that person is too spiritual, too holy, and or whatever, and or too clean. And the person doesn't want to do it. So automatically those people meeting up, it makes the relationship to become boring. You get it? So there are a lot of young people that are in boring relationships. And there are other sometimes also the types that are like, um they're in the relationship for something specific,
Mhm.
meaning that anything you do, anything you don't do, they literally don't care about it. um at the side, maybe they have another boyfriend or girlfriend they are doing crazy stuffs with. So definitely we have boring young couples.
Hmm.
Yes, we have them a lot. But you know, because everyone is behind closed doors, you will not actually um realize it. And that is sometimes the reason why one partner goes out to just cheat, because the relationship they are in is boring. They're not getting the fantasies or the things that they wish for in their serious relationship. So that's why sometimes the woman will go out to get a fantasy and then come back into that boring relationship, because maybe they don't want to separate because they are used to each other. Maybe they've been dating for 10 years or over, or they have kids, or the families behind them are telling them, no, you need to like stay in the relationship, or religion is behind it. Hey, as long as you're in a marriage, no, you can't divorce. It's a no, and all that. So
Mm.
these are these are the points that make relationships boring, and that's why we have young couples that have boring relationships. And most sometimes those religious ones, they don't even know that they're in a boring relationship until they they get pushed into it, or they flow into it. You get it? Example given, maybe we have like a Christian couple. They are like only on missionary, and they don't have any other type of sex, and they are used to just coming home, giving one kiss on the lip, and that's it. They are just like, okay, in a day, they just say hi, how was your day? Your day is fine. Okay, great. Then read the Bible. They
Hmm.
don't have like that conversation, or the man does not bother the woman with like kissing, touching, and all of that, and the vice versa, and the woman is maybe not touching the husband on daytime, just to like tickle or do something. And maybe they got to know like friends that are totally that type, that the man will be touchy all over the woman, will be kissing here and there, will be doing this and that, and then maybe they come to visit, and they get to see that, hey, the man is like really touching the woman all the time, and the woman is happy, and she'll be touching him back, tickling him back, and when they see, they realize, there's something missing in our relationship. So that's when sometimes some people get to know that, hey, our relationship is a bit boring, because maybe they didn't know or see it to be that boring. So that's what I would add.
Okay, so last week or last 2 weeks or both, we learned about placing values on yourself. And then we made mention of, what you see in other people's relationship or whatever they do happens to be their own kind of style. So if you go out there, you see that, a partner is touching whoever, however, they are tickling, they are joking around. And you have a partner who actually is very sensitive to jokes or never understands any joke. And then you come home and you be like, I saw Akosia, I saw Kwabena doing this joke with the partner, and then you also start it. How can you spice up your, let's say, getting used to your partner thing?
I personally think that you can create that, because maybe the jokes that you are doing is not for the person, right? Find out jokes that the person likes. Google it, try it. You can Google jokes, and then you just crack one, and you will see if your partner will laugh or not. Because there are some jokes, sometimes to some people they are just not funny. Sometimes there are jokes that are attacking the person at that point. And honestly speaking, who likes or will laugh at a joke that you are attacking the person, or making fun of that person, not in a funny way. There are jokes that you make about yourself or your partner that are funny, but you can't expect the person to laugh with you whilst you are indirectly dissing that person and all of that.
Well, I'm actually talking about jokes, not the decent parts, right?
Yeah.
Because as you can see, you can enter a room full of Germans and
Mm-hmm.
you make a particular joke and they will look at you like, are you just from Mars? It's a joke. It's
Yeah.
a joke. What we Africans can really laugh about, Germans will be like, no, I don't understand.
Mhm.
Verstehe ich nicht. Come on. Eh? You see, or you get to a place where, let's say, whether your boss, your colleague is saying something very serious, and at that moment, well, it's serious to him, but not to
Mm-hmm.
you. Then, so coming to it, you now live with a partner in the house. You have gotten very used to each other. You know each other's steps, how they move, how they talk, how they do whatever, and then suddenly Jamal says, stillstand. There's nothing moving. You get me? So once nothing
Yes.
is moving, one wakes up and be like, oh, I can see something is missing. Let me try this one. So will you keep trying to pep up your relationship, or will you just be like, okay, let's move on? Because there are relationships where the couples look actually like, a dead relationship. They just move on, they go shopping, they just talk like brothers and sisters. I mean, it's a good thing, right? To know your couple, your partner, and talk like brothers and sisters, chill around, do everything. But what makes it bad when you get used to each other? Why is it bad? Because I mean, I know you. You are moving. I know your body. I know your nose. I know your eyes. I know when you are coming to laugh. Even we complete each other's sentence. You understand? So the question is, why is it boring? Why is it that? Why is it bad?
I don't really. Why is it boring? Because uh, uh, um they have gotten to know each other too much, or like how I don't really
That is
get
my
it.
question. We have gotten to know each other for long. We are married 20 years, 30 years, 15 years, 5 years, 2 years. We know each other so much. So here, the topic is, getting used to each other and bringing back the vibe in the relationship, right? So if we get used to each other, why do we need to put any vibe into the relationship? Once we know each other, it's good.
Yeah, but sometimes when you get too familiar with someone, it's like you like your mom. When you are just used to your mom, you love your mom. Your mom is special to you, but it's you've been with her for the past 18 years. I mean, it's not every day that you'll be hugging your mom, kissing, mama, I love you. No, 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 no. You get it. It's like sometimes to some people it's like being with their mom or with their dad. You get used to it. Yeah, you're looking like that, but a lot of people think that. A lot of people think that, you know. So when you know someone for too long, if care is not taken and you're not someone that is like really observing and really crazy, it you can fall into being basic quickly. And being basic is comfortable. You don't have to think about what you can do, because when the fire is burning, it's like um you think about what you do, you plan this, you plan that. But life is easy when you're just there.
Okay, thank you
Yes.
very much. It sounds somehow like, putting water on the fire and then not putting, lighting it up or making the fire, be on. So it's just that we know each other. This is, how do you say it? This is the pan, this is water, and that's all. That's just stand. Nothing is going on. Well, because on the other hand, I think that it is good to be used to your partner. And sometimes when you're used to something, human beings, we don't always want to adopt or change. So that is where I say that, somehow it is good. But relating to, spicing up or bringing vibe into the relationship, or the main thing that is the Valentine thing, how do you, bring it back? Because I just wanted to move from the Valentine itself, and then how do we start? Let's say today is Valentine or tomorrow, however, and I want to start bringing in the vibe. So tomorrow I go out there, make some shopping, reserve, a table for me and my partner and everything. We chill on that day. We are cool. Night in the day, and then boom boom cha. You understand? And then 14 February is gone. Then I wait for another year. Aha. So it be a Easter, they say a year. Easter is a funeral, so we don't celebrate. then maybe Christmas, then I buy you a gift, then your birthday, then I wait. 14th, Vienna, boom, boom, charm, that is getting used to each other, you understand? So there's no anything moving on. Well, I just saw the train and the plane dropping two of our sisters. I think said they came with Ghana Airways because on my elite. Let me quickly bring in Constance. Constance, my catch
Yeah.
was Lufthansa.
You see, oh, Ghana Airways, where they bear Ghana Airways pay.
You'll be waiting.
Ghana Airways, those are the ones that always cause delay. And we have so many potholes on our line. So
Before I bring this lady who is shining there now, I see her on. I remember there was one one Turkish friend of mine in school, and then he came late. And then the teacher, why did you come late? He said there was a puncture with the train.
huh?
So we were all like, hey, train puncture with the tire. Where did you come from? So I think the autos are really up there. And
There are potholes there where the Ghana Airways pass.
well, I'm happy you are here.
Yeah.
Your place because we meet weekly.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we meet weekly, so we are going to change and bring in the vibes. We'll be meeting very often. So let me add our dear Frau Weber. You know, when you say Frau Weber, you are waiting for some German lady.
Yeah.
You see this sister. Welcome, Stella Weber.
Thank you.
You are looking good.
Thank you so much. Mr. Constance said Ghana Airways. I would rather say Portugal Airline because we travel with Portugal Airline and the airline was late one day. One good day.
Imagine.
What? Hey.
Yes, you can ask Andreas. We got Andreas he was nowhere to be found. We waited, and I tell you, when he came, he said, "Me, I will not travel with Portugal Airline, me neither."
One day. Wow.
Exactly.
I'm shocked.
No, it's not a joke. You can ask Andreas. When they got to, I think, Lisbon or wherever, there was nowhere to find the pilots were nowhere to be found.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if I continue to, put my mind on, I'll be like, wow, one day.
Exactly.
The whole day without any excuse.
The difference is Ghana Airways is no more. It's almost the well, before His Excellency sent some people to Europe to come and jail us and put us back and bring us back to Ghana for saying Ghana Airways is late, let's continue with our beautiful. I heard that they sent somebody to US and that person came to Germany. They want to arrest some people. I said, why arrest them? Talk to them, advise them, whatever, but bring them back to the household. Are you going to pay that person when the person is in Ghana? It's not cool.
Thank you. I love that. Your knife cuts here and cut there. I think I have a big problem, and I keep saying I have a big one of the biggest problem with the insults because it's not that anywhere. Even here in Europe, it's not that like that. So I think enough of this insult. So I think when we are calling in the laws must work, then I think they have to do what they are supposed to do because I reported someone who was insulting me to the police in this place. So I think we have to let people know that we can say our mind, criticize as well. I tell you, I say my mind a lot, but insult has never been part of us, and I think it's enough.
It has never helped. It has never helped. They should try and go and criticize with the way they criticize our
That's
president.
right.
It's North Korea, for example. They should try it. North Korea. They should try it. They should go and call Putin just insult, and then I give you 1 week.
They won't try.
You will not put somebody who is coming to let the police arrest before you are vanished. You are vanished.
But even
Understand?
if the government comes in, you are totally, you become nobody, because
Yeah.
Derek, I think if someone insults your father
Mm-hmm.
to that belt, I said the Gotti linear, to that area, it will
Yes.
be no go. Sisters, I think you also as well. If you insult my mother like that, you dare not.
Yeah.
Trust me, it will not be funny with you.
Yeah.
So
True, true.
what is bad is absolutely bad, and
But
we need to let people know that no, we can criticize, we can tell them the things which are not okay as well. We can just let others know that okay. But I think now I feel ashamed as a Ghanaian, actually.
oh, please don't. You will cocoa. Yeah, my mom. But let me put it this way before we just enter back into the topic. I don't think only those people are at fault because those people on social media, what we call it, the YouTubers, the Me Tubers, the Our Tubers,
The
they all
bloggers.
the bloggers, they all come on to give what people want to hear. And excuse me to, dress this thing come up. I'm out for Penkwasa 70. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Yeah, Lida. You
At
are
the end
teaching,
of
but
the day,
nobody, people, number of people will not come. Yeah.
exactly. So at the end of the
Yeah.
day, the people around them are the people that encourage them, and their fellow
Yeah.
YouTubers and Facebookers and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
whatever. They will come
Yeah.
on and they'll be like, say it. But the thing is, whatever you want to say in this life, there's always two ways of going about it.
Mm.
Be polite or be disrespectful. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, some of these things go, number one, against your family, it goes against wherever you are coming from, it goes against you. People will
Yep.
not even see the truth you are talking about, but they only see the insult and they
Yeah.
immediately
Yeah.
you sit back and you try to now say the same thing, the same context,
Mm.
but then without insult, nobody will follow you.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
Mm.
so
Mm.
this is
It's
why
something
Mm.
like a brand you are creating for yourself. A brand of
exactly,
insult.
exactly. So you dear,
But
Mm.
one thing we just have to know is posterity is always there.
mm-hmm,
Maybe
That's
you
right.
can say something and you think, oh, you said it, you just said it in the air. A
yes,
time will come, you see that whatever you said will be used against you. Maybe
Mm.
by that time you are even dead or gone, but you see that your generation, the next people after you, it will affect them because they are
Mm.
like, oh, so this name, this particular name relates to this person. And on
yes,
social media, it has come to stay. So somebody can really go back to trace like what somebody within your family said,
mm-hmm,
and that can be used against you. So,
against
so whatever we do, we shouldn't just
We
think
should
we are
think about
doing
it.
it.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
in
right.
your
think about
workplace,
it. Think
in
about
your
the next generation.
workplace,
Yep.
will ask you, are you on social media, blah, blah, blah. Whilst they are looking through your CV, they are also
Mm-hmm.
looking through social media. You
Yeah.
understand?
I
And
mean,
so,
I thank God for people like you and your wife. When I was coming, actually, I'm not at home. That's the reason why I couldn't. When I was coming, I was watching you, listening to you, and I was like, how I wish that people would come to the platform. And wisdom. I always said that wisdom is very important.
Yeah.
thank you.
People should come and listen to word of wisdom to build their homes. And stop listening to such things, because it will not help. I mean, any of us.
It's true, because one of my uncle said this, and then we move on. Forgive me for that. One of my uncles said this. He said that what you guys are doing on this platform is wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used this word. So I say, "Ubedu baby, ba ubeche, ubebre." That was the word.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, back up.
And I said that yes, I am ready to go because
Mm.
if every day one person adds up and that person is going to bring something positive, whether it's about marriage, it's about politics, whatever. I am blessed for the people I have on the platform. Like Constance,
Mm.
I always say,
Mm.
but sometimes when you say it too much, it becomes boring. Like the marriage thing now, yeah, okay. It becomes boring because yes, I am very grateful for Constance because I think Constance, since I met her, has only not come live once because she has something to do. But at the end of the day, she has been, as the name says, constant. Why constant?
That's
Auntie
right.
has why constant to at the end or so. And
Mm.
the things that she brings, honestly, I think the best thing I can do is to leave this platform for her because the messages I get, and I'm grateful, and people like Rosie and Stella, when we call you,
I tell you, mommy is doing a marvelous work. I mean,
yes, you
I
come in,
sometimes I get speechless because I watch her and ask myself, okay, what is this girl up to? But you know something? When a star is born, you might not at spot see what the person is carrying. But when you keep on watching her, as time goes on, you see everything bit by bit. And trust me, mommy, you are doing a great job.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Uh, you,
Thank
you,
you.
you two are doing a wonderful job. Now, the way you are looking today, I don't want to talk.
Me too. I didn't want to say anything from the,
My mouth is doing me say it, but I won't say it.
yeah,
Only,
me
the only
too.
thing I will say is the Nigeria. What is the Nigeria in English, please? Somebody else.
I didn't want to say anything because people will be looking at me too. Do you
Yes, the
are
Nigeria,
you
the
do
Nigeria
you
is
want to
very good.
date this woman?
Constance, you
Actually,
get it.
oh,
Nigeria is beautiful. You get it.
Yeah.
this guy
You
has
see
to
the
finish
Nigeria.
me.
The,
Oh,
the whole there's a name for it, but I forgot it. But we simply say the a gap in between the two.
Yeah, man. I'll
Mhm.
find the word. I'll send it
no,
to you.
I was invited to a birthday. So
Mm.
I just came, and for me to, like, I know Derek just inboxed me, so I was like, okay, no matter what, I just want to be part of it. And that's
Mhm.
the reason why.
You are looking so sexy. Ay.
Ah,
Ah, if you have an assistant or say gap teeth, or
gap
say
teeth.
gap teeth, if you
Okay.
don't get it,
Okay.
then forget about it. So Tali said that hello everyone, and
Yeah.
let me just put this on board. Or say Stella, that's why I love them. Derek and his wife are wonderful couples.
Yeah. Very good.
They are so. So Derek and his wife. so so let me bring it back. Um, but getting used to each other in a relationship, and yet you want to push it. And like I said, people use Val's Day alone to appreciate their partners, right? So my question is, normally getting used to your partner is good, normally,
Mhm.
right? But how can you bring the vibe back when you get used to your partner? How do you bring in a sparkle,
Hmm. Yeah, Minister.
Yeah.
Oh, good evening, everyone. I think I was a little bit late, but forgive me. Just last Friday was my husband's birthday, and I had to do something for him today. That is why. That's why I came in late. So
Mm,
yes, back to the question as to I think the question was how, like, becoming used to each other. How do
hmm
even when you are not in love, probably family or normal relations or even friends, there's something we call familiarity brings contempt. It's
Mm.
like you are now used to each other. So even when the person is serious, you don't even see that the person is serious. You think, oh, it's just one of those things. But that is where, mostly in our relationship, that is where we are supposed to take note. Most of it we complain, men like cheating, men like this. Those who makes relationship work is women.
mm.
Women makes relationship work. Men are one way.
Oh,
Theirs is to make money. They just go, wake up, make money. Most men that I know, it's just a few who are really conscious of themselves, putting themselves into events and other. A lot of men don't even remember their wife's birthdays or even their kids. Theirs is to, oh, I have to take care of my family. The typical African man.
hmm
So it's like if you, the woman, if you also follow that routine, it becomes very, very boring because it
Mm.
becomes like every day we sleep, we wake up, take the kids to school, probably go to work, come back, and that is just it. Maybe once, but it's you, the woman, who we God created us with ideas. We are more creative. Even in the house, you can even change your decor. You don't let it become just one way. Change it, put something attractive. Like the man just comes like, hey, it looks like something have changed here. Some will see it, they won't even bother, whatever you do. But some will say, no, something has changed. One other thing is like this air refreshener at home.
hmm
You know, there are various flavors you can just put at the doorstep in the bedroom, so that when the person enters, it looks like there is a change in it. Something that changes the man's mind that no, the atmosphere is changed. We are not talking about spicing up your relationship with expensive gifts, and there are certain things that you can do at home For the birthdays and the Valentine and the Christmas, those ones, they are occasions. But within the year, how many birthdays do we have? It's not only one, or probably you and your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine comes once a year. Christmas, as you were saying, Easter there is funeral, so we don't even celebrate Easter. So it's Christmas, 26, and it's gone. But we have 365 days in a year. And out of the days that you celebrate, it's just about 5 of them. So what happens to the 360 days
Mm-hmm.
you're staying with one person? It's not easy. So if most of this lies on with the woman, if you don't bring ideas to spice up your relationship, if you don't take time yourself, it gets boring. And you get overwhelmed that, oh, my husband is this, my husband is that. You realize you don't even move out together because you have become so used to every day you are taking care of the kids. Like we put ourselves through something, so we don't have time for even you and your spouse. And that is what we would like to talk about today, so that we
Mm.
see how we would really spice up our relationship well. Being in this Deutschland here or maybe other parts of Europe, it's not easy. You came here to work and other things, but we need to have time to plan certain things that will also spice up our relationships. So I'll let Sister Stella,
Thank you
I
very
think
much.
she has been married for a long time, so she will tell us how to sustain
I,
our
I
marriage.
will disagree in some points, but I'll come later because
Thank you.
Okay.
personal fight. Okay, Sister Stella.
I think you said something, and I love what Mr. Constant said. But here come my but. I don't think well, you know, women, we are too creative and we carry the family along. That is true. That is true. But I would say that was then when our forefathers were living such kind of life. When it is true, some of our men did not grow up with fathers or underthrown, like some of our women also grew up without mothers, or maybe you know both parents, you could not grow up with them. So there are some things, there are some foundation that you couldn't get from there. That is quite okay. But when you marry, that is where I comes in and say no, everything is not supposed to be on the woman only. The
Mhm.
things that you don't know, you learn.
Yeah.
How did you start it? You can learn it from your friends, the best ones, the good ones, or you can even sit down and think, how do I want my marriage to become? Do I want it to become a boring one? Do I want it to change from how my forefathers lived their own? I have been in a very boring marriage before, extreme. He was not talking at all. Talking was one of the, I tried everything that I could do. I think Derek knew what I'm talking about. But then this time, the second one, I said, no, it
You
cannot be. And it will never be. So now I'm dealing with two different types of people. So
Mhm.
this time, the whole thing started changing. I will only use mine as example. My
Yeah.
husband will just start funny things, and I was like, which kind of life is this? He said, what's why you're boring? I said, no, I'm not boring. I'm just trying to check how you also behave. So
Mhm.
now I needed to suit into the things that he started doing so that our home will not be boring. We
Mm.
goes out Sundays, for instance, we goes out and go and eat outside. I saw something from Derek and the wife. Someone will sit out there and start saying, "Oh, again, I want more children." Yes,
Mhm.
the things that Derek want to see is what Derek was doing.
Yeah.
I think when we keep on seeing the other side, like how our dear sister Constance said, we carry the home and does things, and so things have to work, and it depends on us. It will always be the same. But because we are living, we are not living in those days, we can bring a change where we both, because some men are creative, trust me, some men are extremely creative. I I have a husband who does a whole lot of things. Sometimes it's too nervish, but I accept it because that is how his son is also like. But it brings joy.
Yeah.
I don't like camera here, camera there, camera here, and you'll be chasing me with, oh, let's do a theater. I said, theater for what? I tell you now, this is the new thing that I said, yeah, let's do it. I said, you two, me and theater, we are normal. He said, no, Stella, it's very fun. Something that I don't like.
Yeah.
He would just put that one aside and, can we dance? I say, hey, Cratty, you are a dancer. What are dancing is not. I'm creative. I can create. He said, no, Stella. Also, many check a camera. It's not that I cannot do it, but I'm not from that area.
Yeah.
But now I have to accept that fact. He's very jovial. He's lovely. He's also bringing in something for the relationship not to be boring. So
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem we have is because our foundation was not like our European brothers. When we get married, especially we Christians,
Buff.
we base there and say,
We have
media,
landed.
but you can, you have to put it every day.
Yeah.
And it's a new day. You have to put in something different else. You can't live yesterday like today. You can live today like tomorrow. All the time, there must be something new because the children are also there. So they need your time. They need everything. So if you refuse to become creative and both, not one side, because women, it gets to a time, when things are heavy, you will collapse. You cannot be there creating, pushing, Valentine is in, and then you did not even, I don't say gift. Today, my husband has traveled just right now. When he was going, he was like, babe, I love you. I'm not there tomorrow. You just buy yourself a gift. And I was like, okay, Alice Clark. That's why I say, he has already said something. So I think we both need to call in things that we want to see in our marriage and not the things that we want to see in other people's marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And then make sure we do the work. We have to make things work because we don't want the marriage to collapse, but rather we want it to work. So if Derek wants to see mommy dancing all the time, Derek have to play the music. Because if Derek decided not to play the music, mommy will never dance, and at the end of the day, mommy will get tired. So, Auntie Constance, I think what you said is true, but our men need to do their homework also very well. They need to learn. They need to learn from all angles. I do understand. We are not a kind of romanticist right away from our mother's womb. But these are petty things that you can learn. Telling your wife, I love you, holding your wife's hands in the city. Oh my God. Is this one too hard?
Is
Yeah.
anything too hard?
There is nothing too hard. Your wife is not supposed to be beside, and let people know that you cherish the goal that you have.
Mm-hmm.
If your marriage is not sweet, when you are working, you don't even want anybody to know that this is the man or the woman that you have.
Undercover relationship.
Yeah. But all the time you want to show off because, oh wow, this is the man that I have. Yeah, whether short, tall, whatever it is, that is the one that I love and appreciate. So we need to create a lot. It's a hard work. Marriage relationship is not, it's a very hard task. So if you decided to be in, make sure that you are also decided to do what? To become a creative. All the time you are bringing something sweet in it. Otherwise, it will just collapse.
To collapse. A bad door.
Yeah.
And that's what Auntie Stella said just reminded me of something like and growing up, because she was saying something about growing up. And it's very true what she's saying, because imagine a lot of our mothers left their or a lot of our grandparents left our mothers or our parents at their mother's place, meaning grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And growing up with a grandma, where will you get that spice from? Who will tell
That's
you what spice? Because even I was reading something. A girl asked her grandmother that she grew up with, like, grandma, what is Valentine's Day? And you see the reply that she gave. She said it's 224 bronya.
Oh
That's
Yeah, yeah. It seems
constitute
that
Christmas. Say
yes,
Christmas.
a girl asked her grandma that she grew up with, like, what is Valentine's Day? And she told her it's Ashawo's Christmas, like a
Okay.
Christmas Day for Ashawos. And you
Mm-hmm.
see, how will you like find the spice in a relationship if on Valentine's Day it's just about love, not even sex or anything?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Your grandma that brought you up has already placed that in your mind.
Yeah.
So if Valentine's Day, you yourself, you will not value it because for you it's too for bronya.
Yeah.
But
Let me quickly read
I
some
don't blame her
comments.
because she did not even, she did not get it like the way it's supposed to be. Grandmother's time, those husband or those men, they didn't even know what Valentine is. So
Yeah.
if you decided to live your partnership or marital life like your grandfather or grandmother, I'm sorry for you.
Please let me quickly read some comments. Sunshine said, "I'm smiling all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to husby. From me to happy birthday. Very
Okay.
soon you'll see me. Don't worry. But before that, it's a kind of a happy Sunday, family. Boy. Men are babies. Natty says, but it's true. Why else will you be calling us baby?
Mm-hmm.
You my baby. Another says that one way traffic, and then I go somewhere. Hey, Constance, one way how? Constance says that Constance, my dear, only one man. We have men in Africa. Mhm. I'll say, Nati says that you can also have time to travel together, go out to a nice restaurant, and
That's
go to
right.
a disco.
Where
Very,
is this go?
uh,
Disco bar.
disco, their party where you are going.
Hey,
I'll say, I have
we the
always
old ladies
called it
disco dear.
a special day to appreciate your lover. Sasha, I'll come back to that. Oh yeah, no, there was no special day. Valentine had a special day. Men can also do something that can spice up relationship, like
That's
buying
right.
or treating your wife the way you want her to be.
That's right.
Coincide with what Stella says. I totally disagree with you ladies today. We
Oh,
have equal rights. What men can do, women can do. We have equal rights, and most of us do more than what we are expected of. Please, so let me send you the link. Come live. Come and say your mind. But come on. 14th of February, Valentine is just commercial. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it is. For me and my lady, every day is Valentine for us.
that's right.
Hey! And also, so you're dangerous. Every day Valentine. I
That's
can't
right.
now. I'll say, hey, Kuya, hey, Mama Dortmund. All right. Hey, Kuya, you try, you look good. Okay.
Thank you all.
And Natty said, this Auntie Stella come today with fire.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh
So, I love what all of you are saying. It almost looks like the men are not doing enough.
no, Derek, just a minute.
Mhm.
Wait. Please, just stay there. We are not saying that. No, 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 no. Wait a minute. Listen to me very carefully. I always say that when a man does us good, you have to praise that man,
Yeah.
Mhm.
even extreme outside, so that other people out there can also learn from that person because we need role models. When I was saying, I just said I even watch yours. I watch your picture or your dancing or your kissing. Was it
Mm-hmm.
3 days ago? I just forgot. I even praised you. I was even about to say that some of the men, although you are not even tired because they take the day as like the way it is. It's a routine.
Mm-hmm.
My husband cook at home. Trust me, today he cooked. It's not that I'm tired though, but it has become something very normal
Yeah.
that whoever feel like cooking, Derek,
Mhm.
you know that I can cook. But if I tell you that Lawrence does most of the cooking, will you believe?
Hey.
The time I will realize that like I want to cook, he has already cooked. It has become part of
Wow.
us.
Mhm.
Wow.
We have to create that atmosphere because it helps a lot. It takes stress from the women. And then at the same time, I don't know, my dear, if you wake up and your husband has cooked, how will you feel?
Yeah.
Is
Very,
Oh,
this
very queenly. You
is
feel
mm,
very, very queenly.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. He takes care of the children. So it's not that we are saying that men are not doing anything, but those that does what I'm saying, they are few.
Yeah.
If most of the women will come out, we will see how some women are crying.
A lot. And even
We are
before
blessed.
that, let's just check
Wait,
back home.
the way
How
all
many
of
of
you
our
women
parents
drop your
did
mouth
you
on
see them display
the
open love?
la la
Me
la la.
like this. I never, Mama Minister, listen. I never for once saw my father even holding my mother's hand.
Mhm.
Yes.
We
Yes.
never went on a party together.
Mhm.
You see, it's always my mother and the kids, the mother and the kids. My father go home, come, hey, with the strict face, hey, everybody is looking for a place to vanish to. So you see that kind of atmosphere, it's like so routine. Even the day that we got married, we just want to move out of the house.
Sister Constant, even their birthday, if you will not
Uh-huh.
forget it, you will just say, "Oh, today's your birthday. Oh, happy
Birthday.
birthday."
Okay. They don't even say happy birthday. We just say, oh, let me look at you. Why I think you've grown tall. That's all.
Even that, at least I've never seen my dad kiss my mom, telling her, "Oh,
No,
happy birthday."
never.
Where?
Why do you want to see the kiss of both?
Oh,
Unlike here,
why not?
yeah. It's supposed to be
Why
like
not? Derek,
it's
what a
full
question
display
is
of
this?
affection. Even if it's not kissing, just holding of the hand, patting the shoulders, holding the waist, for us the kids to learn something. But it's the day of social media that we have learned everything from school and from friends, or probably from outside culture. You see, that is what we have come to. And sometimes we don't blame the men too much, because that is how, the typical African man, you're a man. You don't have to cry. You have to work. We put that thing at the back of our sons, but they don't tell them how to treat their wives. That is why most of them, it has become the burden of the women to spice up the relationship. Because most men are not romantic, especially the Ashanti men. I tell you, for them, I don't know.
I will mute all of you.
This case, my dear, I salute you. You mentioned it. You don't knall hard.
Let me call one Ashanti brother to come and save me from here.
No, don't call. Derek, it got to a time, one of my German just told me that I should write a book and, title The Ashanti Men. It's a German who was saying that.
Uh-huh. They are very strong in anything, but when it comes to romance, zero.
Please. Please, please, this one you want to me compa.
Let's make on.
Ian says good evening, everyone. Let me quickly so we can brush the whole thing. And you want to give me here? It's only few men that does that. I appreciate men who does it. Okay, thank you very much. And then Nati says the African men don't kiss and hold hands out but every time, boom, pregnant is listen, Mama Dortmund, now I know who Mama is. Hey, even my son Derek, let me slow down. Even my son Derek can also cook well.
Well.
Okay. So that says that African men are generally not from number one, I regret this program. I have the wrong panelists on this and the wrong viewers. So, let's be honest. Why? I won't go on any comment because you will kill me. Why is it that anytime your partner, and I'm relating it to some people I know, anytime they ask you, honey, what can we do this weekend? Food. What can we do this weekend? Restaurant. What can every time eat? So now what you become used to the eat too. When you say that women are creative, like for once, what can we do this weekend? Let's go to the cinema. What can we do this weekend? Like let's go to the club. Let's go to whatever. But the food. Until sometimes the man knows you are going to say food, so that you are good cook. So let's stay home. Let me cook for you. And then romance, because it's like Even though you ladies, African ladies, Ashanti ladies, we are romantic.
Hey.
I say Ashanti men. We are romantic.
Oh.
Romantic. I mean, it's one way romantic. Food. You go restaurant. I've heard of this restaurant. Like, what I'm trying to say is that let's put the jokes aside. In some men's home, they happen to be the creative ones. And maybe you have seen a few. That's why you are saying few men. But to me, where I come from, a lot of men are very creative.
Hey.
Oh, a lot of men. Where I come from, I don't know.
This time you are covering, and you don't want us to hit
Yeah,
the
most
nail.
of our fathers and uncles and we grew up with.
Exactly. My uncle, for example, my uncle is very romantic, very open person. Yes. But somebody like my father, I don't know. I don't remember the last time he actually got to say happy birthday, so I don't know. But it is where we learn it from. Like you were saying, from your grandma who probably doesn't know all this kind of business, whatever. For somebody like my mom, I grew up with my mom, so that's the only thing I can talk about. She's a very sweet lady, iron
I
fist.
think there is some noise at some background.
Yes, let me
Just
play
a
it for us. Yes. So she's iron fist, but at the end of the day, she's very romantic. So I come from that part, and that made me understand women. I wouldn't say understand women totally, but more than a normal average man will do. And like you said, in Africa, we tell you when a man is crying, man does not cry, all these things. So at the end of the day, when is that man going to show feelings? So do you see, when we get into relationship, even to our main wife, and I'm saying main because I'm dragging at something. To our own wives, we have to play strong. You understand? The only time you see a man, mostly, please, crying is to the side chick. Because that side chick, will do all this karate Chinese thing he has never seen before. So he feels comfortable to just lie down and do what? Say some sweet words, lie kakra, cry kakra, and then give money at the end of the day. So it's a give and take. But because we are brought up in a relationship, you have to be the man, you have to do this. How can I cry to my wife for my wife to see some weakness? You understand? And
Yeah.
that is how let me say, the typical African man is being brought up. But like Stella and Constance said, it is high time we all ease up a little bit. At the end of the day, they say that all this macho name, six pack, whatever. No, I have realized that women are more stronger. Women can take a lot. Women can go through a lot. But I don't agree that women are more creative than men. After God created the garden, he knew, said the woman will go to one tree, just one tree, creativity in one tree, to eat an apple. So he gave it all to Adam. And then Adam started naming all this. So when woman came, we have been creative already. So
Mhm.
it is some of the men after the war, after the barbaric war, the tribal war, that we became so hard. So please stop killing me today. Very, very, very romantic. I want Conte to say something. He said, so true, minister. Say something. He's alone here today.
But
Okay.
the few men who try to do that, in quotes, most of them are the womanizers. They spot
Hey,
what
Constance.
they spot what the woman needs. There are some guys who are also very, very creative, but the only challenge is that once they become creative, they don't just let it end at their wife's level. They
Mhm.
want to extend it to other women. That is where the
You
challenge
know
is.
why? You know why?
Hmm.
When a child, whether boy or girl, doesn't matter now, boys and girls play football. When they start scoring with a certain skill, they want to try it everywhere because they are not used to it. So immediately I say, oh, Constance, you look good. And Constance comes closer. I want to know, say, was it just coincidentally?
Mhm.
So now you go around and there, you look good, yeah, you look good. And you see, there's such so it is just exercising what we are learning.
No, no. It's fine. It makes them creative and fun, but let it land at where either you have a serious girlfriend or let's say a fiancé or your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, it's very difficult for them to distinguish between the wives, the sisters, the mother, the friends, and other ladies. I don't know why some men are like that. And when a lady loves something, or woman, there are certain things that we love. So when he sees that, oh, my woman loves this. This time I bought a nice perfume with some lingerie and stuff with a flower, and the woman is so happy. Okay, it's my sister's birthday. You are taking the same thing. It, it makes your wife or probably your partner feel very, very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't take time, we say that, oh, as for you, you like women affairs, which doesn't give a good reputation. But then, if you know you're very creative, let it be at your wife level. Know how to appreciate other women in a different way, but not the same way that you appreciate your wife. Your wife should be
Thank
your priority.
you.
You see, your wife should be your priority because definitely for men, there are a lot of things on your shoulders. You have sisters, you have female friends, you have your mother, aunties, and you should know how to treat them accordingly. But where you try to make it all equal, oh, every time you get the relationship will be boring and your wife will be complaining because it's like, the way you're treating me, you're treating the same way to the other ladies. Then who am I in your life?
Mm-hmm.
You see?
But Auntie,
I heard
Auntie,
that.
sorry for that. Let me, Derek, just a minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is where trust come in.
Mm.
Yeah.
That is
Mm-hmm.
where trust come in. Because if you are loving with, you said your husband or your wife or your partner,
Mm-hmm.
that you have to be, or you have to be in a certain level to know that person very well.
Yeah.
Because I will just use all the time myself. I am someone who call almost everybody chat.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. Okay. Chat means darling. For me, whether you are a woman or you are, the fact that I like the way you are, I called you chat.
Mm-hmm.
My husband knows it very well. So he knows when he hear me calling another white man or whoever chat, he knows, oh, that is typical Stella. Just leave Stella like that.
Mm-hmm.
Stella is always like that. But then I've created a different name that I called my husband. When you
Yeah.
hear babe, then you know that, okay, that is the original man I'm talking to.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we have to know when, because if not, I don't think that we have to make marriage become like, this what we call it bet. So you can't even have fun. We have
Yeah.
to study ourselves very well, know when and where. You can even read the eyes of your partner and understands it.
Yeah.
Trust works a lot. Trust immediately trust failed. The marriage will be shaken.
Mm-hmm.
So I think with that, I can boldly say that we should know each other very, very well and understand each other. I know Derek. I think, mommy, you know your husband.
Yeah.
Your husband, yeah, all women's darling.
Yes, yes, yes,
So if this
yes.
lady is going to be jealous, yeah, mommy, then you are ready. We will bury you very soon.
You
Oh.
you 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 would die, yo.
I would like to meet that husband of yours.
So I think because you trust your husband, this man can does everything. He belongs to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing by all means take this man away from my side. So I think we should work a lot on our relationship, how we treat one another. We should allow freedom.
Yeah.
Each one must, allow his or her partner's freedom to work. We shouldn't, for me, I have a problem with controlling.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately you start controlling me, it's like you're putting me into prison. I am a free person. Allow me to live this free life, but then I know that I have you. I cherish you. I respect you. I love you. And you are the only person I want as a partner or a husband.
Sugar in my
All
bread.
the men around me, they are just there.
Yeah.
So I think when we see things like that, a lot of things will not become problem in our marital life. At the end of the day, you'll be seeing people walking freely, but they still enjoy each other every day.
Yeah.
I always say it's a hard work, but it pays off. It pays off. So
Very true.
we shouldn't concentrate on, Anna, idea too much more about it. No. Just leave him. Let's just leave him. Just leave him. He
But
knows me.
auntie, sometimes I don't blame the men, because
Hmm.
when you find yourself as a man in a circle of typical African men, it's
Oh
so
yeah,
difficult to do it, because as
yeah.
soon as your friends come over and you're a little bit cute to your wife, you become the laughing stock of your friends. They'll
Come
be like,
again. Come again. When you are what?
a little bit cute to your wife,
How do you mean? Yes, please.
like hugging your wife, kissing
Okay.
her in front of your friends when they come over.
Okay.
They see like, or the no for typical African men is when your wife goes to the kitchen and has prepared food for you all,
Oh
and you
yeah.
bring it out for the woman. They they will not say anything at that point. Some have respect. They will not say anything at that point. But there are some even in front of the wife. Hey, so now you've become the maid of the house. Hey, you are bringing up, he will automatically stop doing it, because he'll feel uncomfortable, because his friends are laughing at him that he's standing in the kitchen, and why is he bringing the food out for the woman? It's a woman's work, a woman belongs to the kitchen. So when you find yourself in the midst of those people, and men, when they are friends with you, they are like friends with you like forever. It takes like ages for you to separate. So imagine having such a friend as a childhood friend, and now you're grown-ups. You can't be cute to your wife and tell the world. Even if you're cute to your wife, you give a strong one, like, this cuteness stays indoor. When
Ah,
we are outside, yeah, there are couples like
Derek,
that.
wait, let mommy finish.
you know and there are some couples, they'll tell you, please, I'm cute to you in the house, so when we are going out, I am the man, please don't be disgracing me outside, because they see it as an embarrassment being lovely to your wife. And that is,
Mommy,
yeah,
mommy,
yes, ma.
what make a man become a man? Now listen
Yeah.
to me. Thank you so much. I've gone through all those things. It got to a time, the friends of my husband told them that I have put medicine in his food.
Mm-hmm.
Like my Jimmy, but
Mm-hmm.
you know something, the reason why I see my husband as a man is that my husband has been warning friends. Even this year, he said, I dare you never talk like that about my wife. That is what makes you a man.
Mm,
Yeah.
That is
mm,
when you can go out there and say, I am a man. A
mm-hmm,
man who stopped doing all those things because of his friend. I'm sorry. You need to go back.
it's a
mm,
You need
point.
to go back.
Yeah.
Because what makes you stand and say, I am a man?
Mm-hmm.
You protecting your wife and your family makes you a man.
Man.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Not you protecting your friends. I have gone
This
it
is
all.
very
I
true.
tell you, trust me, they've been insulting my husband and I in social
mm,
media. My husband have made, national dancer become whatever and whatever. But he's always standing or stepping and say, look, that is my wife.
Yeah.
And
mm.
I love doing what I'm doing, and I will forever do that. And I don't care. Even if she will kill me, let her kill me.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes a lot of confidence, and a lot of men lack that confidence,
Yeah.
honestly
That's the
speaking.
thing.
Especially those within our black fold. You know,
Yes.
when we sometimes when we want to compare ourselves to the white people, it's just
Mm-hmm.
like our fellow black men who marry the white.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm,
it's the
Yeah.
opposite of what they do
It's
when they
the
marry the black.
opposite.
But
And
that
they are
one
like,
you know
oh,
already.
for the white people, they are always giving excuses. You go, you see him doing the dishes, doing all that. But when it comes to the fellow black woman, like, oh, let's help with, they go, hey, it's a
A
woman
woman is a
thing.
woman. We
Yeah.
don't have white, we don't
Like
have
our
black.
traditions
They
back
have to
home,
accept
they
that fact.
want to bring it here. But
Yeah.
that doesn't even make you less of a man. Me, I don't. I always it took me some time to remarry, and a
Mm.
whole lot of things happened because some of the things that were the normal traditional way that men used to do things. With my husband, I didn't see that, and that was one of the things I mostly considered.
That's right. That's right.
Just the night, just as you were saying that your husband knows how to cook. For me, I always tell my people at work that me, I don't know how to cook. I grew up in Accra, and in Accra, you wake up, they give you money to go and buy food from outside,
Yeah.
morning, afternoon, evening. So cooking was being done over the weekend only. I had to learn cooking at the GSS catering class because my mom never really had time to do this. It's just the normal fufu and soup that you are being taught. But the other dishes that you have to learn to, like, typical rice or jollof and other things, I have to learn it at school. So it's like with time growing up, I don't like cooking too much. But it's like the man I have is the opposite. He's the type who is also like, I also grew up with my grandmom. And we have to cook morning, afternoon, evening.
So you see, grandmom has made him romantic.
But do you know what? I love all these topic and conversation because the way mommy said it, it is very true. Friends. So I always say that, choose your friends. Don't allow friends to choose
Friends
you.
to choose you. That's true.
Don't allow it. Because let me say through myself, my husband has lost a lot of friends, but he always proudly say that and say, "Oh my God, I love this woman, and if you will go, the door is open."
Yeah.
Because we have
Some
to,
friends are not
there
really
must be
true.
difference.
They are not. That means they are not true friends.
Yeah.
They were supposed to go. Because at the time that you'll be in need, they are the ones who reject you.
Yeah.
But you see, let me put it this way. Even though it's a little bit out of our topic, but it's still I love that because a lot of men grew up like, I think was this Stella who said it. They grew up with particular people, and this opinion of these people became very important to them. Right? So anytime this person is around, I think it was Mommy, yes. Anytime this person is around, immediately, hey, Nakwakusa, then they calm down. Let me take myself for example. I grew up mostly being left alone in a big house, right? And me naturally, there's something they say on penipa, right? So I don't like to always be where a lot of people are. So I learned to be my best friend.
Yeah.
So in this case, that's what people don't understand till today. Immediately you mess up in my life, I find it very easy for you to go.
Yeah.
Because number one, you don't lead my life, you don't control my life. It's me and me alone. And if I'm not okay, so when you come to my house, right, and you see me I'm cooking and I'm bringing this. If you ask my wife, one thing I mostly don't like, not hate, but I don't like is when people are there and she's in the kitchen alone. I wanted to enjoy. I wanted to feel free. I wanted
That's
to
right.
relax.
That's right.
I mean, you are looking good. Let them look at you. When they go, they'll be
That's
like,
right.
"Oh, you understand?" And I should be there. So you cannot look at this face with this white beard and tell me now your wife is doing this. It's not possible.
Yeah.
Immediately you open your mouth, Madio will hold your mouth. Because there are some people, that is why I'm bringing it to. There are some people, because of getting close to their friends, they grew up together, or their face is like, I can tell you anything.
Yeah.
You see, because there should be a standard of respect for you.
That's right.
And when you come to my home, the standard of respect you have for me, my wife can be 2 years old. The same respect applies to her.
Yeah.
So you cannot, whether behind her or in front of her or whatever, it is
not allowed.
not possible. And if my wife is bewitching me with whatever, I'm loving it. The problem is she bewitching you?
Yeah. I
see,
think it's high time most of the men, they gathered that courage and said that, hey, no, things have changed. Gone were those days when men used to be like, sit down, read graphic, put newspaper in their ties, watching TV, leave everything to the woman. No way. Times have really changed. Now, as you see, we have more of career women. And being a career woman comes with a lot of responsibility. You are managing your home, you are managing your work, and you are managing other people too. Because being a career woman is not just about you. You have other people's welfare that you have to do with. And we combine all these things. So all you need is a supportive husband, somebody who understands you. And with that even creates that doesn't make the relationship boring because there is something that you always bring to the table. One thing I love about career women, that is every time you have a new idea. That's something you can really bring that, and you can really make assessment of your relationship. For me, I've said that every 3 months, I have to write and see what improvement or what have I added to my relationship.
Mhm.
More or less, what have I added to my partner's life? What have I
Yeah,
also gained from him?
that's
Are
right.
we going back or we are going forward? Those are the point lines that I have to write down to see that, yes, we are not just in a relationship for people to see that, oh, they are married and just that. It has to be a productive one. And
Yes.
that is how you create sort of you don't that kind of being used to each other goes, because every time there's something new to be done, every time your mind is engaged, it doesn't become something like a routine.
Mhm.
You see, that is what in turn you can even create sort of bring the vibe in a relation through business. It
Mm,
could be a
mm,
business idea because
yeah.
those ones will engage you. It could even be that, oh, my partner, I think this area will be good. Why don't you go back to school? Let me help you. Those things are the ones that really move the relationship, because every time you are not content with where you are, you
Mhm.
want to
Mm.
add something to your life. And that's what makes you productive. So if you have that, it will not be a one-way thing. Every time there is something to be done. We always say the sky is the limit. Have you read the sky yet? Until you die. So every time you have to have new ideas, new creative ideas to really, and that really will spice the relationship.
But
Yeah.
there I have one question.
Mhm.
Why is it that we've talked about a couple getting used to each other, so the home becomes boring? Why is it that the man that has become used to his wife, that the wife is boring, can be romantic to his side chick? I need to get the sense in that.
Come again, come again, come again.
How can it be that a man that is in a boring marriage, let me take marriage for instance, that is in a boring marriage, that has gotten used to his wife, can be romantic to his side chick and not turn that being romantic, into implementing it into his marriage?
I'm hosting, but I'll raise my hand. I want to be, but this is a question to men. So if you're a woman, you can answer it. And now, oh, yeah.
Well, we let you answer, but we also have ideas to share.
Okay, so let's put it this way. If I got the question right, boring at home and everything, but they can be romantic with their side chick. So here comes the thing. When you get used to your partner, right? Let me give a typical example. As a woman passes by, the man would like to hit your backside, kakra. And then in a normal, just a generational relationship or thing, the wife will be like, oh, you two, you are this and blah, blah, blah. Now you are used to each other. When the man hits, you continue your journey. There's no spice. You get it. Now, now you are naked. You're standing in front of the man. Before, if the man sees you naked, the man will be shaking. You will touch your breast small. You'll be like, oh, you too. Now the man will touch you. You'll be like, say spark. Touch it. So now when you go to the next lady and this kind of, twinkle, twinkle, little eyes comes
Derek,
up,
your answer. Your
it's a,
answer.
no, 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 no.
Derek.
Let's be realistic. The thing is that there is no logical answer for a man. Let me put it this way. They are just exactly what you think that is not logic is the reason why that man is going out. And these are
Nay,
some
it's
little.
a habit because
No, there's
Derek.
something like habits. We have gotten used
No,
to each other. I hate to when it becomes like chalk balls. But now
Who
I've seen
made it
another
like
one.
Derek.
trouble?
Derek.
I touch that one, the person is like kicking. So we all kicking together. Before you see, we are kicking in the thing. You understand? So sometimes the thing is that not only the man is the reason, but also the partner. Because we are talking about a relationship. We relate with each other. You understand? Today, like I said, I gave one example. I remember one time this my queen just came out, put some perfume B on the cell, and imagine my answer. It's like one of the bathroom sprays. You understand? So if I continue like not really getting it, have you made your hair? Have you done this? Oh, today you look good. Wow. It's like you've changed your hair color. A woman too is expecting this little thing. To a man, it's
Yeah,
sorry, it's why you so what? You understand? But to the woman, it's important. The
yeah.
same way
Yeah.
that Metache will ask now, you were like, it's normal. Now, it's not a reason. No. That's the same way. So, the little things in a relationship, when you start bringing them up, now, the side chick can never confuse you. because I'm going for a slim lady.
Oh, this guy is disturbing me.
I
Oh,
check as one. I'm going for this one. She's making the hair. My wife is doing it. Minia, she's having it. So it's like I'm just going to eat the same dinner which I eat for home, no, at another place. It's boring. But when home is boring, I go there and I get that juicy tatiki kakra, keze kakra. Now, when I bite it, I'll be like, "Charlie, if you didn't dry you." So
Derek,
it's not
what you are saying is true, but it's not true because you guys are living in the same road, having
Yeah.
children, and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes working as well because women in this place we work as well. Sometimes we get tired, or let me say,
resources I have
one
fire.
side
This is my side chick.
the other partner gets tired. So if you see that the things that those you were doing before is no more there, or there is no answer to some of the things, what do? You draw the attention of that partner. You don't run away to a side chick.
Yeah.
You draw the attention to that partner and say, dear, oh, at first I was doing this. Oh, I said, my husband was like, oh, then I said, it's not me, I'm tired. So when you
It's
draw
not
my
true.
attention and say, oh,
It's
Nasa
not
bro way
true.
there, the first thing you
It's
do,
not
nothing
true.
as you say there.
It's not
Okay,
true.
I
Yeah,
saw.
you came with fire. I'm backing with fire. It's not true. There are some partners. You tell them, hey Stella, and then the Atadi will say I loved it. Immediately your mouth drops. You say she's going to remove that dress. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I tell you, hey Charlie, we they do this, we they do this. I love this one. You know the thing is also about communication. Your husband is
Yeah,
telling you what I like. You to tell him what you like. He
Like
has
it.
been saying it, and you are not changing it. If some chick is doing it, what is your problem? You get it. If the communication is not
yeah,
there, then I totally agree with you. But if communication is there, and a lot of men are undergoing such situations just because we see men, the DNA there is cheating, there's no reason that it's not true. There are people they have been
but
communicating from January to
if
December. It's
communication
not
is not working in a partnership or in a marriage, then there is a question mark. Then there is something wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
that is
There is,
it.
we cannot get up today and we are not talking. Are
Mm-hmm.
they? Are we two mad people living in the house? So if there is no communication, or if there is lack of communication in a house, then ask yourself very big with that question mark, what went wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If we done our homework very well, if I keep quiet, Loris knows that yeah, this woman, let me go there. This guy would never, and then I have to voice her, and then we sort it out, and it's done. This is how we are supposed to live our home. I thank God that I was in a marriage before and I know what I went through. So now this time, this one, it has lasted more than 10 years. I thank God for that.
And that
Yeah.
again is my problem. Sometimes, yes, so sometimes, and I said it on this platform once. Why is it that when the men communicate with the women now in a relationship, they will never change? Immediately they leave you. Case closed, divorce. Why? They go to the next marriage. Now, what you were complaining, you were teaching, you were educating, and they bring it all in the marriage. Me, I said, dear, you are not leaving me, whether good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
We all they die for this marriage.
Mm-hmm.
That you there. It is
It's
No,
not
very
true.
true.
It is
But
not
I
true
will
at
not
all.
tell
it's
you.
When you see a marriage that collapse, the fault, I would say 10% from the woman. But trust
Mm-hmm.
me, that man did almost 50, 70% of
Yeah.
that work of divorce,
You see
oh,
because
that most of the
men
time
are
the
those
woman
that
who leave.
cannot
listen,
forgive.
It's not
and
the
I'm
Those
men
that
telling
who
can,
leave.
all the
men
viewers,
doesn't have this,
all the
I don't
viewers
know.
out there, if there's a male person, please, I need your support because the only voice is just killing me. If there's any male person out there, God boy, please come and support me now. Hey, 9%, 1% man. It's still right.
From statistics, and it is very, very true.
Have you ever seen a woman that,
Still you.
is getting, I will not say everything, not all, but almost 60%, or let me say 70% of her husband, that woman will run away.
No way.
No woman.
Yes.
Trust me.
Yes. Yeah.
Mommy Mebua.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true.
Why should she
No
say
Mm-hmm.
woman,
no?
Derek.
Why would she say no?
Because the advantages are more than the disadvantages. You see, it's always something you will. When you see that this relationship is not, it has gone to the extent that things are just beyond irreparable. When mostly you see, it's the women who decide to opt out. They go out in first. That is it. And also on the issue of this side chick thing, I think the main thing would be with our men, sort of not putting it at the back of their minds that no matter what, I'll go in for a side chick. Because some are like, okay, I have a wife, but well, in our typical African nature, polygamy is not a crime. You can have a farm, you have a farm, you still have a garden. It's something that have been practiced way back home. So now most of this generation, they are doing it without remorse. It's becoming like it's a normal thing.
Mhm.
And the moment you have a side chick, definitely you are going to have problem with your wife because no one can serve two masters. Definitely one will be better than the other. You always make comparisons. And you also have to know that two women are never the same. The one you are sleeping with in the same house, you are used to her. She's doing everything, everything. The side chick is just some way, just polishing, waiting for you to come. How long does she spend with you? 1 hour, 2 hours, and you are gone. And you think you are so happy. You are spending the rest of the hours with your wife. Looking for, and the moment you have that, always the little thing your wife does, you tend to sort of complain. And this and this. Then in your mind, you are already comparing. The side chick is even better.
Style be on the map.
Yeah. So it's all within the mind. So it's like if you made up your mind that once I marry, my wife is the one that is my last stop. There are other women, I have sisters, I have friends, but I am not going to make a side chick out of another. Unless maybe you're a polygamist, you really want to do it, fine. You have your money, you have your heart and other things. When you look at those people, for we the women, fine, we'll be there. But you the men, you are the one who die quickly. Yeah, because it's not easy maintaining even one woman. How much more add it? And the moment you add one side chick, if you don't take time, you think of adding another one because you'll be looking at the benefits. Okay, if this one worries me, I'll go here. So you see, you are one person, but you are sharing yourself among this number of women. For our grandparents who married so much, why do you have so many widows? How many wives die before their husbands? And it's all because of this. So most of the youth today, they will see it as, okay, I have a side chick, I'm enjoying, I'm this, frustrating the wife at home. Well, we'll just leave you. For the wife, she'll take care of her home and the kids that you have. But the rest is up to you.
Let me
But it's
ask
not funny, this a
you,
side chick issue. So when we the women, we also get beside, chica, you guys will be complaining. Do unto others what you want others to do unto you.
oh no, please,
For that, you don't want
please,
it at all.
It's not fair.
please.
Sometimes I sit there and
You
say,
see,
look at you
look
have a
at something,
beautiful wife, and if things are not working, you then
you
jump into
ladies,
something. So
you
if the wife
ladies,
also do the same thing to you, would you be happy?
you ladies want a man to be a man. You understand?
So, so that
So
one is also part of being a man.
uh, let me ask this question. Please don't tell me that one is a movie. But there are some women, whether it's a movie, because without seeing it, everything that is a movie is at least 20% true or 70%. You see, the man will come home, the woman will be sitting there thinking about, how can I be creative, or the other way around. And then you come home late, be also with kids and everything, that they wear some lingerie, that they spice you up. Please, so how many times does this creativity come into the women's head? Is it only on Val's Day or is it the whole year?
It comes in. It depends on the man you are with. Because example given, when you wear something and like you wear something sexy and you show your husband, there are some men they will be asking like, no, waiting be that now. What?
Yeah.
No. I'm in on that question. Please, sometimes men will ask like, first thing, what did we win, or is there any problem? Or they'll ask you, why do men ask that question? Because you don't do it.
But at least, don't say
When you're
anything.
that, all of a
But
sudden,
there is always a first time.
oh,
There is.
Maybe she's
20
not,
years of
she has
marriage,
not decided to
and the
start. And
21st
now the question, you see, the question that the man is like you ask, it's just like, I think something, there was this group on Teleton, somebody said, we should just send, I love you to their husbands and see the response.
Ah,
And I tell you, just about 5% also replied back, I love you. Most of the, hey, the money at my trunk is not for me, it's for somebody. You know, you think the
but I,
moment you
you
say
don't
I
say
love
it.
you, we
So
want
now the man
something.
is suspicious,
Isn't
suspicious
it
about your love.
suspicious of the I love you that you are saying?
You still.
So
But
somebody's like,
but
oh,
most
but
of the time it depends on the man. The way he will squeeze his face, you not feel like wearing any
we've
other
been,
like.
yeah.
Yes, because even if you wear these leather stuffs, and he'll be asking you questions like, "Why am I on a Ashawo road?" Or
Mm-hmm.
some men
Mm.
ask you like silly questions. Oh,
Yeah.
today you look like a prostitute. Oh, please remove it. What is
Remove that. And you think
At
you've also done your best to
yes,
attract him.
and sometimes the best reply is to just keep quiet and buy your wife what you want her to wear.
This is it.
Maybe you didn't like that one, but don't say, these comments sometimes they put you off, and when you don't do it again,
Yeah.
they also complain like, why are you complaining? I wore it, you didn't like it, you gave a bad
Mm-hmm.
comment. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm.
wearing it, you're complaining. What do you want at
So
all?
you see, as you women give up very fast, if a man gives up very fast, they are also want to communicate. Ah, so, Valentine, I want to read this because I'm loving it. It says that, Minister, we are on the same frequency. Don't keep a beautiful lady in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Now, I will jump the other one from Natalie because that one is somehow, it's like giving Stella the correct. Oh, yeah, right. So let's go into this one. I see most wives just believe that they are married and dress like old village women. Let me capital it. Like old village women.
Abba.
Side chick are always on, sexy outfit, smelling good, and
Excuse
keeping
me.
their
Oh,
homes.
not in this modern day.
Excuse me.
Oh,
No, mommy,
so
wait.
today,
Why don't you buy what you want your wife to wear for
Mm-hmm.
her? Excuse me.
you
Not
buy it.
your wife go and buy the
No,
things
no, no,
and
no,
wear
no,
it
no.
for
What
you.
yes, you buy it, and if
I
she
mean,
doesn't wear it,
my dear, look, no, 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 no. I will not buy
no,
it
no,
then.
no, 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 no.
No, I was someone
But
who
it
cannot wear
also
mini
depends
skirts.
on the approach.
It was
Maybe
a
you
big
got it.
problem for me, my dear. I don't wear
Uh-huh.
mini skirts. I'm from a pastor's home. Lawrence was like, for where? You will wear mini skirt. And I was like, I can't wear it. My legs. He said, you have a wonderful legs. Trust me, now I wear mini skirt. Yeah, that is what he
Yes.
wants to see. He
Yes. So
started
it
buying.
depends on the approach. Yeah. So it's like maybe you bought your husband, you the man, you bought something for a wife. Oh, be romantic. Oh, sweetheart, come.
That's it.
When you help her wear it, admire her.
Yes.
Don't just throw it to her. Oh, I bought this for you. You see, let her wear it in your presence. Appreciate it.
Thank
When the
you.
moment you are being appreciated, your head starts rolling. If you don't take time every day, you should be wearing that one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Why you dey rank it, you dey rank kata kata?
Yeah, but it's true what Tante Stella and Sister Constance are saying, because just use sweet words for your wife if she doesn't feel comfortable in it. And combining the two, what our Sister Constance and Auntie Stella were saying, if you combine the two, you give her sweet words, you go buy it, and you help her wear it. I mean, that's so cute. I mean,
Yeah, so
Find,
so
you
romantic. Yeah.
help her wear it. Now put it on you.
maybe like she's putting on
Oh,
she
just like how you know how to remove it when you want to.
yeah, exactly. As long
You
as
know
she
how to remove it. So
exactly, because
help
as
her
long
put
as
it
she
on.
puts the legs in, you can
Help
like help her pull it up and then close the zip.
Yeah,
Or if she
especially the
has to wear
brazier
it,
at the back. You close it for
yes.
her.
Or even if she has to wear it from the head, you like pull it down for her, and you'll be touched. It's so love. The woman
Yeah.
will love it.
Happy Sunday. I'll say true at Sister Stella. Okay. So Natalie said just that most men are longer throat, greedy. They just want us. Tell you, are you going or you are coming? They just want to find something else. Okay. And then Sister, yes, that is Mama Triple S says that true. And Natalie said, men are these babies there. Men are you have to bundle up as a married woman because men like blink blink side chicks. So we all bring 100% to our marriage without the expectation of leaving our family wife. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is things can happen. The way some men will ask you, will even make you discourage. Oh. My ex will ask me if I'm ready for sex.
Oh my God.
Today, as I dress like this. So what's up? Are you ready?
All the feelings will even go away.
Some men will buy it anti-stellar. Some men will buy it anti-stellar, but most women will not wear it. Bam! Natty,
It's
you
not
see,
true.
it is true. Capital
It
T,
is not, Derek. You know,
R,
you guys are not saying the truth. Derek,
it is
yeah,
T and
when
T.
I met Lawrence,
Mm,
Lawrence was wearing only this big hip hop whatever.
no.
You and I know and
That's
to
not-
sell and
the
big
thing
hip
is,
hop things.
Frau
Do you
Weber,
know what I did? I started buying shoes,
Frau Weber,
buying shoes,
you are talking
buying trousers. Today he can go and
what
buy
you,
it.
you are
He
talking
was
about what you
wearing.
do, but we are talking about the whole book.
Yeah, I know. It's the way you deal with the person. It's the
Mm.
way you treat the person.
Nine.
Dog.
You know, there are some women who are very, very conservative. Some
That's
women
true.
naturally wouldn't like certain way of dressing.
That
But
is true.
probably if you the husband, you like it. That's why I say that there is always a way of doing it.
Yeah.
And that's where probably when you are at home with her alone, that is why you can, oh, I like it when you wear this one. It attracts me, it makes me feel this way. I think every woman who really loves their husband will sort of do it.
Thank
Because
you.
like,
You said
there's
it
some women
all. You know,
who don't
Derek,
like
let's
wearing
argue
trousers.
anymore because that's true. Me, hot pants and this kind of this thing has never been my portion, but now I wear it at home.
At home, yeah. Some wouldn't like to wear it for other men to see. It's like it's purposely for my husband. This is my husband's taste. So let me do it to suit him.
Agreed. Agreed. And there are still some women who can wear it outside. But now we are talking about whether outside though, whether inside though. Please, before you come home, the woman is already cooking, which is wonderful. The whole dress is cooking. Afterwards, we are going to bed. You are still wearing the cooking dress. Are we going I have smelled my food. It tastes delicious. Do I have to smell the food in bed?
Bed. No.
You see, no. One thing is, I love it that you ladies and women and queens and royals are backing your standard. It's good. But let's be realistic on this. There are women who are doing that. There are women that immediately the ring is there. No, we're through heaven, achievement,
That's a thing of the past.
If you say, "Oh, can't you go to the kitchen, bam? Can't you wake up, bam? Doggy style, turn around, bam." Anything because the ring will come, it's ended. You understand? Somebody will even ask you, what is that? Doggy what? What try, so once the side chick is giving you the doggy style, no, good to go. You understand? And it is there. Imagine you see a fine lady. The fine lady, you sat down with the fine lady, you say, "Oh, me, I like coffee." Me too. I laugh when they see them say, everything you want, they want to. Me, I like to die. They'll say, "Me too." Immediately you finish, you are married. The ring is there. You tell them, okay, let's go and die and say who. You see? So the thing is, I always say that some women, and let me use the word, some women deceive some men. It is not always that men deceive women into something. Mostly they deceive you. Because once I get you home and I said that the only thing I like in this world is doggy. You you hate doggy. And you have said yes to me. Now we are there. You don't want to do you want to kill me.
Yeah.
You understand? So the next thing, you say January, you say February, you say up to December. By 2022, the next step is looking for who can do doggy. Booked house.
And so now that is when the question of sunshine in the rain comes in. Like, what are the tips? Because I wanted to ask the same question, but she came with it. What are the tips to make it such a boring relationship where you've gotten used to each other spicy? What can make the vibes come back in again? Because instead of the man going to look for it somewhere else, how can you spice it up?
We will
Having,
get to there. Let me quickly read the comment here. That is Thomas we are made with the tree pronunciation here. I'll kill
I
myself.
think it's Bawa.
Thank you. I'll say hi, Kweku. This is your own senior brother, Thomas, watching you live from Manchester. Hello, greetings, and thanks for watching. Kindly share for us, and then we communicate still on backstage. Fine. And I think Tali is finding it very amusing and is laughing. Yes, to the spicing part, and I think you are asking how to bring those things back and how to sparkle the whole, boring issue. The thing is not only before the ladies go, the thing is not only about bringing back whatever, because the last sentence we all brought up is you wanting somebody to do something and actually the person refusing to do it. So in such cases, the spicing is already there. I mean, it's different from I don't know and I'm learning. That is different from I don't want to. Because there is no person on this earth, after telling you, Stella, I like my coffee with sugar. Monday, you didn't do it. Tuesday, you didn't do it. Thursday, Sunday has come, you didn't do it. New week, you're still not doing it. It's refusing to do it.
Yeah.
So the only thing that will spice up that relationship is called counseling. And for the Christians, it's called prayer and fasting. For those that are normal, it is called whatever. You understand? But if somebody doesn't know, that is why the person is not doing it. That one is a normal teaching thing. It's communication. It is about letting you know what I like. And always, one thing I have realized about women, immediately, mostly is the other way around, but I have realized by women. Immediately the man tells you all the things he likes and he asks you what do you like. You are mostly okay with what he likes. You get it? But
Yeah.
I believe there's also no human being who hasn't gotten any preferences.
Mm,
There's always something you
Yeah,
want.
yeah, yeah. That is why it's always advisable to be real, to be yourself when you meet. The
mm,
time when you are knowing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like when you pretend, a time will come, you can't pretend again.
mhm,
It's just like when you ask people, oh, I like this, what do you like? Oh, I like what you like.
Mm,
Some people don't even know themselves better to tell that this is how I am, this is how I do my things, or maybe this is how you also do your things. How can we blend? Because most often, no two people are the same.
mm,
Definitely, there has to be some differences. So if you don't become real to yourself, when you are only trying to satisfy your partner, because especially let's say we the women, you think, oh, when you do this, when you do that, then he will come and ask for your hand in marriage. But at the end of the day, it's you, the woman, who loses, because at the end of the day, when you go in and it's like the things that you were sacrificing for because of when you were in normal courtship or relationship, when you marry, it becomes different. And it
mm,
chokes you because that is not your style. You've pretended to like what he wants.
mm-hmm.
But now that you are staying together, you are doing everything. You see that the real character comes in. Oh, as for me, I don't even like this. Oh, I don't, and that is where the tension and the
mm,
friction come in.
mm.
So it will definitely get boring along the line. And as you said, I guess to a point you need counseling.
Mm-hmm.
But for the prayer and fasting, I don't think it works because
It
But
doesn't though. I just said it for the Christians. It doesn't.
okay.
but and sometimes some people don't like that sitting down in front of a person and talking. Some people are not used to pouring out their feelings because they are
Mhm,
not confident in the choice of words, because
Oh.
sometimes it can even escalate in front of the counselor.
mhm,
And then you'll be saying that, no, I didn't mean it that way. So some people are not good with communication.
Mm-hmm.
I think that uh, the best way to spice up a boring relationship where you've gotten used to each other is tantra massage. Go for such a course. You don't speak, but you massage your partner. You massage each other. That is when you get to realize that, hey, and my partner looks naked like this, and when I get the instructions to massage my partner like this and like that, it's nice, automatically after doing that tantra massage, or going for a course or a seminar like that, you getting to know the body of your partner the more, you acknowledge your partner the more, and you automatically speak about it. Because you got, who doesn't love massage? Okay, there are some people they don't like massage, but this kind of massage is a different type of massage that you go for. It will automatically pop up in the conversation. One will either say, hey, this one you brought me too, dear. The other, maybe someone else will say, this was interesting. And you'll be thinking about it. And then when you realize that, hey, we've gotten to know our bodies better. Hey, we can try this. Tantra massage opens a lot of doors, but if you've not taken the step because you are afraid because of culture or something, just take the first step. That is the most important. Just go for it, and you realize that, hey, this is actually cool. So I think that for most of the couples, this talking does not really help, but go for a seminar, a tantra massage seminar or course.
Hmm.
That's what I think, because we have a lot of seminars where couples
Yeah.
go and they talk and they do this. No, do more go more for practical courses, and one of them is tantra. I think I am very sure that Sister Constance might also know some courses for couples where you are more practical more than speaking.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. There are a lot. But when it comes to spicing up, it's not a one-way thing. Every couple is different. So what exactly is making your relationship boring. Probably you were at this level, it has gotten to where you are even not talking. It's like there's nothing even to talk about in the relationship. You see?
Mm,
Yeah. So you have to identify what exactly is causing that sort of friction or that is boring. A whole lot. Sometimes a
mm,
vacation, sometimes even jogging in the morning. You wake up your partner. No, this time let's go. You go,
mm,
you chit chat about anything. You get some small garden, you sit down. Oh, let me sit on your laps. Something to really spice up what you used to do. That this time around, you are not no more doing. It could be a cinema. Sometimes Netflix can watch a certain movie lying down, like put your head on your husband's chest or your partner's chest. Watch a movie, something that will sort of change the status quo. It's not like every time we are doing the routine thing.
mhm.
So that a time will come, side check will be of the parts because the wives are really doing their jobs. So why would the man even tend to look elsewhere?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see, something funny. If it comes to me and Netflix is supposed to be the chilling evening, my partner will definitely don't like it. I'm the horror film type.
Oh
She's
my
the
God. So we are going for, why should you go for a horror film? Why
I wonder. I
should
wonder.
you go for horror film?
I get your point. Is you can agree on one particular thing, which is not the Nigerian movie and it's not the horror film, but it's somewhere in between.
Mm.
Just chill. I was just making a joke because when it comes to me, yeah, people can't sleep when they watch horror movies.
Horror films, yeah.
To sleep best.
Most women, you will not have good dreams.
Mhm.
It will be appearing in your dreams and stuff. And
Well,
I just also wanted to add one more thing as we
please.
spice up our relationship with sex. Sometimes it gets to a point where couples, they see themselves as even brothers and sisters. So 1 week, 2 weeks, sometimes you see somebody, oh, for 2 months, we've not even had sex. Every time the man goes, he's tired. This one goes, he come in and they just dump themselves somewhere. You see, but there are times that when it gets to that portion, even a little romance in terms of kissing, foreplay, just be touching maybe your husband's beard, the chest, the nipples, something to excite him. It shouldn't always be a one-way thing. Men like creativity in the bedroom. So you can there are a lot of ways to get them. In Europe here, you can even enter a sex toy shop, go and buy something to excite
Hey,
yourself in the
abomination.
bedroom.
Stop.
Do something. Most men like this striptease,
Mm,
where you maybe you are doing something like dancing, taking off your dress as if you are wearing it, you are showing some part of your breast, something to tease your man. It shouldn't be always one way. Hey, let's go sleep. You raise the daycare, the two of you are there missionary, everyday missionary. You need to change the various positions. Try something that is very, very comfortable with you. And that is what most men like. I tell you, most men don't like one-way sex at all. So it's better we spice up. Even with the kids coming in and stuff, have time for yourself in the bedroom. And if you're able to do all these things, then your husband will still go out after a side chick. Then
You got
probably that's where the prayers and fasting have to come in.
tell you. Tell you. Yeah. Thank
yeah,
you very
and,
much.
and one
Mhm.
point I would also want to
Please.
add is that co- conquer the boringness of your relationship or the familiarity with something your husband likes.
Yeah.
I'm giving an example. Maybe your husband or your wife is the training type. He loves how
Mhm.
to train,
Yeah.
and you are rather more of the type that you're the eating type. You don't even care. Try as much as possible to start training as well, and motivate yourself and your husband to do training that women do together, like doing sit-ups with kissing, um or skipping ropes together in under one, like Zyle, I don't know, under one rope, yes,
Oh, yeah.
under one rope, and automatically you'll come into body contact, like our sister Constance is saying. And as soon as you come into body contact, that pleasure is automatically there because it's nature
Yeah.
sets in. So if your wife loves cooking, and you know that she's the cooking type, and your relationship has become more of brother sister, join her cooking. Start with cutting onions for her. She'll be laughing at you whilst you are crying, your eyes are crying because of the
Mhm.
onions. And then in the kitchen it will start, and then it will be today, then tomorrow, then 2 weeks, and she will love it. And it changes the mind, because when you show interest in what your partner likes,
Yeah.
your partner's brain comes back to reality. So I think that's also another point to spice up the relationship and bring back the vibe.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I love that. That is at least find something that both of you can do together.
Yeah.
Might be something that you don't like too much, and your partner does not also like it too much, but somewhere in the middle you can meet,
Yeah.
or one has to give up and follow up, trying to motivate that situation. And at the end of the day, spicing up the relationship is about the two. Rather, it
Mhm.
is not about what your friends are saying, what your man of God is saying, what your mom, your father, your whatever is. It's about the two of you, your interest, and how you can get there. Whoever is being the, we say, boy, or the Oba Besia in the house, it doesn't matter. If
Yeah.
I'm with my wife and I think that wearing her string tanga on my head is what will make her happy, that is between both of you.
Mhm.
When you finish and you go and tell people, I wore my wife's string, then they will laugh at you. You understand? So
Yeah.
bringing some privacies out, which you know you love it and your partner loves it, is what makes both of you happy, whatever it might be. If you people like drinking poison and do it, God forbid. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is about the two of you, your
Yeah.
communication, your activities, how you relate to each other, how you talk to each other. Like Rosie was saying, your wife is a sensitive type. You to Monday to Friday, you are dissing your wife. Of course, if you are unlucky, even high cry, you not touch your wife because
Yeah.
it's hurt within and you are having fun. It's a one-way
Mhm.
thing. You like jogging, your wife hates jogging. You are not going to cook with her, and she's not jogging with you. It's a one-way thing. So when you come back, you are tired. You just want to sleep. She too, she has done everything with the kids. She also wants to sleep. So at the end of the day, you become too used to each other. you can actually call her sister. Because somebody says something. One of the things that differentiate your sister from your wife is they're sleeping together sometimes.
Yeah.
Understand? So
Mhm.
if you are okay and used to each other, and that's why some people call their husbands bra kwame, bra
Yeah.
whatever. It's not romantic. Find some cozy names, some names that reflect things that she likes. Try to, bring some flowers on the table. And when she comes home, when he comes home, be sexy, be romantic, say some sweet words. Find where she like. I think these are things that will spice up a relationship. But trust me, the communication aspect is very important because
Yeah.
without communication, you will never ever know what your partner wants. Let me read the last comment. I believe it is always better to listen to your partner. Nagging and complaints more often because they are trash. You think they are spitting has a lot of consider and rectify. In my opinion, well, please, that part, let me put it this way. You are who you are with your character and everything, your partner too. So imagine, however you say anything is supposed to go, then expect however he will react. That is also my point. If you think, oh, because I said it anyhow, I said this, but I have said it, then don't be surprised when his answers are cold or he's the reacting one. But you know that this is me, but the person I'm going to, it is always a reflecting thing. I'm going to talk to Rosie. I'm going to talk to Constant. Constant is a gentle type. Me, I'm the harsh type. So since I'm going to talk to Constant, let me get to Constant's level. Oh, Constant, this and that, this blah. Trust me, the person will listen. On the other hand, let me put it this way: no matter how a woman would knock or Gemma would say nothing, what she's trying to say is what you are supposed to aim at. Right? So at the end of the day, if I come down to a level and still I'm nagging and my partner is still trying to listen to what I'm saying, you see, we have peace here.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it is all about peace and it's about having fun. Today we have extended our time. Forgive me for that. It's all because of Ghana Airways and the Portugal Airways. So we thank you very much for following up. You have ways and tricks and means. Tomorrow is Valentine. Don't
Yeah.
base only on the gifts. Don't
Mhm.
base only on what can I provide because that thing will pass away. 14th February is just one day. After
Mm-hmm.
that, how do you lead your relationship?
Yeah.
How do you move on with the person? Do you get used to each other or is it a spicy relationship? That is what the 14th of February is supposed to just remind you
Mhm.
that, hey, after all the years, if you were just a silent soldier, it is time
Mm-hmm.
to shoot. It is time to
Mhm.
Yeah.
pick up. Don't use the day and then you throw it away and you wait for the funeral, which you don't use it, and then the Christmas and then the birthday. Please,
Yes.
there are little,
And
little things that
also send a
women
lot of
actually.
text messages.
Yes, there are little things that women love. They're so little, so little.
Yeah.
You see, so find those little things. Lamborghini no be cheap, accident now,
The
but
I love you, the
you
pecking, the
have
hugging,
story, the cards, the
Mhm.
falsafa kakra,
Yeah.
all the
The
touch.
sweet messages, that's
Mm-hmm.
important. Text
So please,
messages. Mm.
tomorrow, do me a favor. If you're on my platform, if you know you cannot, don't go and cause wahala for yourself. Don't buy any gift. Just write, communicate, show action. That is what
Mm-hmm.
they need from you. But if you can buy the
Appreciate.
Lamborghini, thank you. If you can buy the Lamborghini, go and buy it. That's your own money at the end of the day. I'm very grateful for all of you. Sister Stella, I know you are somewhere. Thank you very much for adding up and also adding your opinion. Today was fire, and I believe that the fire will hold. But I know you people, when it comes to love and all these things, you are you're very much on fire. So thank you very much. Let me use this just 1 minute. Something very small for tomorrow, for the Valentine's Day.
Mm.
Something small, one last word, and then we are done.
Should I start?
Please.
Okay. Happy Valentine's Day in advance, they say. Yeah. To all of us. We should use the day, as our sister Constance already mentioned, appreciating. Maybe you've forgotten to appreciate your partner. It doesn't matter if you are in a boring relationship or not. you can start from tomorrow. I mean,
Um,
it will remind you how lovely your partner is. So tomorrow, be appreciating. Send your spouse text messages. If maybe you don't want to buy flowers or chocolate, it's not compulsory anyways, but just be nice. Use nice words on your spouse. Words take longer than flowers do. Words last a lifetime. So just be lovely, be kind, and it must not only be your spouse. You can also let your children write something for them, for their father or their mother. That's also a lovely message on Valentine's Day, and try to make it a date every month to do that at least once.
Merci. Thank
yeah. And just to add a little, Valentine is just tomorrow or probably one day in a year, but we have the rest of the years ahead of us. We shouldn't just let love be shown on the Valentine's Day. We
you.
should keep it, continue showing love to our partners as the days go by, almost every day, as much as possible. Try and tell your wife or your husband, your boyfriend, your serious boyfriend, not multiple ones. I mean, ones that you are serious with, that I love you. Let I love you be a part of you.
Mhm.
So that, like, even when you are angry, even though you frown your face, the I love you will still come. So it makes you sort of reduce the anger, because you see that that has been your trend. Every time you appreciate your partner, even with the little things, it's not about big things. The little things that we do, that will always leave nice memories in our heads. That will be better. So for tomorrow, especially for Valentine, let's show our love. It's not a day for just having sex, as most people have termed it. It's not just, you can have sex, but then it shouldn't be because it's Valentine. It should be
Mhm.
out of love that you are doing that. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So if you bought condom, please bring it back. So I wish you a pretty happy Valentine for tomorrow. We are grateful to have had you here on the platform, and we will come with wonderful topics by next week. God bless
Yes,
you. Have a
that's true.
wonderful week and enjoy your tomorrow Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.